Chanting down Babylon at sunrise, nobody planned it to go viral. It started like any other morning 5:18 a.m., that quiet moment before the city pretends to wake up. The taxis were lined up, engines coughing, security guards leaned on gates they didn't own. Streetlights still ruled the sky. Babylon was fully in control. Then the chanting started. At first, people thought it was a radio low steady. A single voice humming an old Nyabingi chant near the bus rank. No shouting, no protest signs. Just rhythm and breath. An old man sat on a plastic chair, eyes closed, tapping a small hand drum. Not performing, remembering. One by one, others joined not because they were told to, but because something inside them responded. A woman selling vet coke began humming while flipping dough. A taxi driver turned off his engine and matched the rhythm on the steering wheel. A schoolboy took out his earphones, confused by why his chest felt heavy. By 5:27, the chant had weight, not loud grounded. It wasn't about anger. That's what confused the police watching from across the road. No slogans, no insults. Just voices repeating truth in harmony. We na bow. We na break. We na sell, we sold. As the sun began to rise, something shifted. People stood taller, shoulders pulled back. Fear loosened its grip. The chant exposed Babylon's greatest weakness, not rage, but unity without permission. A corporate manager in a suit stopped walking and wiped his eyes, embarrassed. He didn't know why he was crying. He just knew he'd been tired for a long time. A homeless man laughed loudly, suddenly light, as if something heavy had stepped off his spirit. Phones came out not for clout, but instinct. Live streams started rolling. Comments flooded in. What is this? Where is this happening? Why am I crying watching this? By 5:41, the sun broke fully over the buildings. That's when the chant changed. It softened. No victory dance, no chaos. Just peace, like Babylon had been exposed and found hollow. The systems were still there, the buildings still standing, the debts still waiting, but something invisible had cracked. The police didn't intervene. They couldn't. There was no law against remembering yourself. At 5:50, the chant ended. People went back to their routines, but not the same way. The taxi driver greeted passengers differently. The woman gave extra food without charging. The schoolboy walked straighter. The old man packed his drum and disappeared into the morning crowd. By noon, the videos had crossed borders. Millions watched a sunrise they didn't attend and felt something unlock anyway. The caption that spread the fastest didn't shout, it simply said, Babylon is loud at night, but it is weakest at sunrise, and for the rest of the day the system felt it. Because somewhere between darkness and daylight, the people remembered who they were and chanted accordingly.